Good afternoon, everyone. This is L.W. Smith II, your manager here at Ancient Oaks RV Resort Condominiums Association. And I do not have anybody here with me yet, so other than on the replays, you'll get this information. Uh, Beautiful day we have out today after the little bit of a storm that rolled through last night and kind of put blew some things around, leaves and stuff. That is also brings up the reminder about securing your items because as that storm rolled through last night, hi Sig, I see you're on here. Uh, I was out in the park and I pretty much had to duck for a chair that got lifted by that wind that came through and took it from somebody's backyard to the front yard and almost out into the street. So that's why we don't allow temporary structures and try to make sure to remind people to keep stuff buckled down. Many times here in Florida, we will get very strong winds very quickly. Okay, I got about 6 people join me. Remember to uh, put your comments. You can put a comment. You can ask a question there. I'll try to get to it. But do remember that once I end this, uh, and it's not live anymore, it is very hard to see that once if so. Oh, my hair's not too good. Oh, terrible. Look at that sticking up. Sorry about that. My on air. I don't have a makeup person here ahead of time, huh? Anyway, I just happened to look at myself and saw that sticking in the air. Um, yeah, secure items down and make sure that they don't get blown around. That's very important uh, for in the park and then especially when you leave. And also, I might as well segue right straight into that about leaving. It appears that we have some people already leaving for the season and headed back. Please remember to let the office know that you are no longer in the park and that you're so that we can change your mailing address. If we mail out anything, that we can mail it to your northern address instead of mailing it here and hoping it gets forwarded or that they do not forward it. So remember to tell the office that, especially if you're closing your mailbox, uh, that we'll get that taken care of. And for today, I don't know if we'll get and along the lines of the mail. There must be a new FedEx driver that was on the route today. And so instead of delivering the packages to your residence like they are supposed to, they dropped a couple packages in the mail room, and I might have to pull them over into the office and let you folks know about it. But if you were expecting a FedEx package or got a notification about a FedEx package that was delivered, they delivered several packages to the wrong spot, and either have to come here and get them, or unless we can get a hold of FedEx and tell them to come get them and deliver them where they're supposed to. So when you leave for the season, do make sure that everything is properly tied down around your house or unit or whatever you want to, you know, call it. But be prepared for hurricane season. Make sure everything is not, tied in and all that good stuff so that uh, we aren't chasing stuff around in case we do get hit by a hurricane. And then also make sure you've made arrangements for um, make sure you made arrangements for keeping your place where the weeds are taken care of if they grow up, if you have landscaping, or if your place needs pressure washed. If you haven't made arrangements and it needs pressure washed, you can call us and we can either put in a request for side work or I can give you a phone number of a pressure washing crew that company that could come in and take care of that for you. And I got, Mr. Troyer, you got Janice, Judy. Let's see. I'll let everybody say it. There's Sig saying hi, and we have Andrew Troyer watching, And we have Janice watching, Judy Klapfelter. Hope I pronounced that right. I'm terrible with names. Nancy Reynolds. Every time I see your name, Nancy, sorry. I have a friend named Bruce Ledoux back from my up in Illinois. He was a worked in the with glass specialty with me. So every time I see your name, I'm reminded of my friend Bruce Ledoux. Uh, Ida Nelson's on here, and Barb Giske. And who else we got? Judy. Oh, got Judy said, "Oh, I did fine." Okay, all righty. And managers Q&A sessions. Okay, that is about the information about the if you leave for the season. I have heard that some people are worried about gas availability, so they headed back early to make sure that they didn't have any problems with gas. I haven't heard that we would have any supply problems, but definitely you feel like you have to pull an ATM along. I filled up my truck yesterday, my F-350 with a 43. I think it's got a 43-gallon tank. I wasn't even down to half a tank, and it took me $96 to fill it up with diesel here in town. So no fun. All right. Yeah, the guys here in maintenance do power washing. Yes, we have several of our maintenance crew that do power washing on the side. You can call the office. We have a little, let's see, I got one here. It's called a side work request. Sorry to go off camera like that. This is what it is. And we either you or we fill out the information, and then we give it to our workers. And so that way, let's see, who's your name requesting it, your phone number, then where you are, what needs to be done, and then they will contact you, and you will work out the price with the employee. Uh, all we are doing is facilitating the connection, and then you can pay for that. And you want me to? Okay, I got something else to show you in a moment. Let me make sure I've finished that. Okay. Yes, we do. But if you want it done by somebody else, that is fine. We don't have to use our employees for the power washing. All right. As you are leaving, and Kathy brought this into me, can you see this? We have a payment box in the office. If you come into the office and there's a lineup and we're practicing the social distancing that helps keep everybody healthy and safe, and you want to just, if you don't need a receipt, you can just drop your payment into this box, and then you're able to um, get in and out of the office quickly and not have to stand around and be that much safer. So that's available, and it's there as you walk in. You have the window. It's to the left side of the window. Uh, so look for that box if you want to make your payment. Don't need a receipt, and using your what do you call that? Your return check as a not a return check, but anyway, that information that you have paid your bill. Okay. And see that. Okay, we answered her question. And here's Pug. We miss you too. Uh, well, I won't say anything snarky this time. I say I miss you like the button off my shirt, but you know what I mean. We miss you, Pug. We miss joshing with you. So, and you and Dan, you guys take care of yourself. Stay healthy up there, and we sure do miss you. Okay. All right. I will move on once again about being responsible dog owners. I hate to have to keep mentioning that, but please, please, please don't let your dog do his business in somebody else's property. Get them to the dog walk where they do their business there, and just be a responsible pet owner and pick up after your dog, please. Uh, we don't like to have to be um, park Nazis or whatever in order to get everybody to do that. So, all right, remember that. Be a responsible dog owner. If you have a dog, be responsible for it and don't be getting problems. I'm going to remind everybody. I got somebody today that vaping is not allowed in the pool area. Florida and our park considers vaping the same as smoking, and so all those same restrictions apply. Do not vape in the pool area because the as the usually it's been a guest, and the guest, if you vape in the pool area, we will find out the owner of the property that you're visiting, and they could be subject to $100 fine per instance of the violation. So you don't want to do that. Okay, no vaping in the pool area or inside any buildings, or where somebody asks you to not vape because it's affecting their air quality. Okay, I'm about into my list of things that I needed to cover. The other thing is just a reminder: this Sunday is the time change again. We're going to spring forward. So remember, oops, I'm hit my camera. Remember that is happening, and turn your clocks ahead Saturday before you retire, and you'll be all set. And then the fire departments say at the same time that's when you should check your smoke alarm that it's working properly, and check the batteries. If you have a battery operated one, go ahead and replace your batteries, even though it may not say it, they need it. Um, Lately, I've been buying the ones that say they're 10-year life on the battery, so that I haven't. They did those for my house, but make sure you have a working smoke alarm. Uh, we had even just recently, I don't know all the details about it, but looked like somebody lost uh, their unit and almost burned down the unit next to them in a RV park around here. Saw that picture in the uh, Okeechobee Fire Department page about the RV fires. So there's that. Okay. I guess I did one more item. Once again, I'm getting quotes on replacing our card reader, and a lot of people have mentioned previous times about we wanted to up the security. Uh, it's actually halfway expensive to replace our card reader, as is. Uh, the cost of the reader itself, but the other cost is going to be the labor to put each card in. That type of card reader, I have to have a deck of cards that's 1 through 10 or 1 through 0 or 0 through 9. And we have to input each number, shuffle it, 9, 4, 4, 3, validate, and then the card is good. And so uh, that enters your card into the system and makes it open the gate. Well, the type of card reader that we have, and if we replaced it with the exact same thing, it can't move the information between the card readers. We would have to start from scratch. And so, for how many? We have 686 lots. Possibly every single lot has two cards. So, we're talking almost 1,400 cards to stand there and do. That's a lot of labor. The only way around that is to issue everybody a brand new card. So I just blanket put in cards, and we give you a new number, and that card will be good. But those cards are almost $9 a piece, and so that would be a very expensive way to do it. So we are, with the interest in updating the security, there is another type of reader. It would require everybody would get a sticker. And well, I guess if you could say, it would appear to be much like the stickers that you get at Publix or the toll stations, because they said it would be very much look like the SunPass transponder type unit, and you would put that on your windshield of your car. You wouldn't have to grab anything. You would just drive in, and it would read it, and let you in. Then for those, we would also have, there would be a card that you could have, but you wouldn't have to reach out and touch you know, the reader. All you'd have to do would be to hold it up in your window, and it could read it from a distance away. And yeah, there we go. Could read it from a distance, and so if it's raining, you wouldn't have to reach your arm out. You wouldn't have to get real close to it. I don't know how many feet away it can read, but I would think it could read at least 5 feet. The system itself isn't too bad in price, but we would have to buy all new cards and those transponders, and that basically doubles the price. So board will be looking at that. We'll decide if we have enough money in either an account that we could for security that we could apply that to, but that's something we're looking at. Uh, and it'd be a whole lot easier. It would also then have reporting capability. We could enter the information here in the office, and then we could look up if somebody came in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and that morning we had a golf cart stolen or something stolen. We'd be able to say, okay, who was in, going through the gate at that period of time, coming in the gate, and it could help us that way, or any other type of. We have reports about people going in and out. So there is that. That's something we're looking into on the card reader, because right now we have parts on order at least to get the card reader out closer, but that card reader is damaged, and they are basically are not repairable. And like I said, a new one, the information is not transferred. You have to manually enter the information into the reader. Okay. Uh, we have it. I'm not seeing. Okay. Any more questions? We haven't gone on too long here. Hopefully, not boring anybody. And just trying to think of anything. We've had some luck in getting some of our pumps fixed. The FP&L is going to replace some of their infrastructure back at their water plant. We think some of their bad electricity is damaging our electrical equipment, and getting them to fix that up. And so we're going along on that. And it's been uh, an enjoyable season having everybody that's been here. As you go back, we will miss you guys. And I haven't been out as much this year as I would like to with everybody that was here. It ended up being a lot of extra work because we had 2 years worth of work that everybody wanted to get done in 1 year. So lots of things went on, and so taking care of that. So we appreciate everybody that comes down and helps us out here in the park, especially when you volunteer for the social committee or any of the other deals that we have going on. I don't know what Ted says. I fell asleep. Hopefully, I didn't wasn't so boring that I made him fall asleep. So anyway, uh, I hopefully not that boring. Never know though. Okay. Uh, yes, Janice asked this. I yes, it was a person pulling a trailer that did not swing out wide enough, and we didn't charge them right then and there. And I'm trying to get in contact with that person. They were a contractor in here, and hopefully I don't have to go on knocking on doors, but we will track them down. We will get them to pay for their or their insurance company will have to pay for their mistake on that, because it was definitely a contractor's fault. So yes, they, like I said, they pulled through without giving self room for the trailer to miss the gate, and the trailer drove up on top of the equipment there and damaged it. Okay, I think that has pretty much covered what we've got. We got some guys going on vacation, so the next 3 weeks you might see a few less employees here out and about. We will still get things done. We're making sure we still have staff on hand, but this is the time of the year for employees to take their vacations when we just have a little bit, uh, how you say, not so much less to do. It's not stuff isn't as pressing. The grass isn't growing near as fast or that. So we encourage them to take their vacations at this time. So we are fully staffed during the summer when the grass just about jumps out of the ground. So uh, let's see. Yep, the vacation along with that. I wrote stuff. All right. Well, everyone have a good week. Have a good weekend. Take care. And we shall see you the next time. In the meantime, oh, get my hand in the right spot here. Live long and prosper. Okay? We'll see you the next time around. Oh, well, there we go. I just remembered one other thing. In case somebody's asking, uh, we have had a couple of the Egyptian geese come into our park. They are an invasive species in Florida. The FWC does, uh, how you say, not maybe overtly encourage people to uh, eliminate them, I guess you'd say. But anyway, if you see them in here in the park again, give me a call because I will have a removal service come in and get them. They are invasive. They are mean. They will kill other birds. They will uh, take their food. They will ruin other birds' nests, and so they need to be taken out of the park. So if you see those Egyptian geese, you can tell them they're a almost a solid brown with a uh, black ring around the eyes, and that is the Egyptian geese. And like I said, they can be seen to be nice, but they also can be very mean. So if you see those, let me know, and we'll get them out of here. And that about takes care of it. Once again, if you need to contact me, there we go, manager at aoaks.net. Email me, and we'll take care of stuff. Thank you very much. Everyone have a great weekend.